And today, my topic is Bitcoin Renaissance. No, not this slide. Okay, well, while they sort it out, let me make sure I'm still welcomed in Cosmoverse, because when in early 2022, when we found Babylon and we decided to join the Cosmos ecosystem, we were told that Cosmos ecosystem people are hidden Bitcoin maxis. So when we talk about Bitcoin, we are actually not a stranger, we are actually welcomed here. So, a little survey. Anyone here holding Bitcoin? Any Bitcoiners? Yes, great. So, thank you for welcoming me. So, you will see very soon that the title of my slide is called Bitcoin Renaissance, but it has a Cosmos icon in it. Is it coming? It's okay, I can do this speech without slides. So why Babylon joined the Cosmos ecosystem is that we are fascinated by the app-chain world, where there are interconnected solvent application chains, like forming a loosely bonded ecosystem through the amazing IBC. Then for such an ecosystem to thrive, what are the key factors? Of course, for new app chain to become star, it needs a very good idea, app chain idea. But fundamentally, there are three things that are needed commonly across all app chains. Security. Economical security means higher stake, proof of stake, consensus to secure the system so that people can trust this blockchain and use it. The next one is called liquidity, meaning that a lot of TVL floating in the chain so that people can leverage the liquidity and drive DeFi success. The last one is called user. User means, bootstrapping your app chain with high quality users, which is usually very difficult, especially for smaller chains. Oh, we have the slides. Yeah, I'm very proud of my slides, so I really want to use it. Okay, let me show you the title. So Bitcoin Renaissance with a Cosmos icon in there. I actually asked our in-house graphic designer, hey, the Renaissance, the I there is beheaded. Where is the I in the Renaissance? So she told me, the Cosmos icon there is actually the I for Renaissance. So, So Bitcoin Renaissance, actually, a Cosmos ecosystem, as I will show you, Cosmos ecosystem actually plays a central role in Bitcoin Renaissance. So Bitcoin holders, please, behold. Okay, I just talked about security, liquidity, and users, for an app-chain world to become the greatest ecosystem in the world. Then the question is, where to get security, where to get liquidity, and where to get users. So in particular, for security, there are quite a few options at the moment. ICS, matches security, an eigenlayer, and so on and so forth. But here, I would like to introduce to you the elephant in the room. Bitcoin staking. So first, what is Bitcoin staking? So think about you are a Bitcoin holder. What native use case does Bitcoin have, and what can you do with your Bitcoin? There are actually only two native use cases of Bitcoin. One is hold it as storage of a store of value, and second, do simple payment with it. Okay, anything else you do with your Bitcoin is not a native use case because you need to trust a certain third party to be honest in order to use it. For example, if you want to bridge it, you need to trust the bridge team or multisig. If you want to lend it, you need to trust the borrower who can give you Bitcoin back when the time comes. So before Bitcoin staking happens, Bitcoin only has two native use cases. But for most other crypto assets, there are at least three, where the third one is called staking. So what Babylon has been building is to enabling the third native use case of Bitcoin called staking, so that Bitcoin can be used as a staking asset for any proof-of-stake systems as the security asset and then a reward. Okay, what do I mean by staking then? First, very importantly, staking is useful because of slashing. Staking provides security to proof-of-stake systems through slashing. So if there's no slashing, it means it is not a valid staking asset. So Babylon's most significant contribution in this direction is to make, actually, yeah, it sounds a bit scary, okay. It makes Bitcoin slashable in a trustless and self-custodial way, so that Bitcoin can be used as an asset that secures POS systems, okay? And of course, a staking asset should be unstakeable. Otherwise, you are just throwing your money away, not being able to give it back, take it back, right? The next property we achieve for Bitcoin related to staking is called partial slashing, which means if you as a staker attack the proof-of-stake system, it is not necessary that 100 of your Bitcoin gets slashed. It can achieve partial slashing just as most of the Cosmos ecosystem assets do. Say 5% slashing, 10% slashing, which is programmable. Also, a very important property we achieved for Bitcoin staking is called delegatable, which means if you are a small Bitcoin holder, you don't have to run a validator by yourself. As any other proof-of-stake system asset, you can actually delegate your stake to a professional validator. By the way, any validators here? Validators, yeah, thank you. Yeah, so now you have the opportunity to receive $1 trillion delegations for you because we make Bitcoin delegatable, okay? The last one is called multi-staking, which is slightly different from the restaking that people have been talking about. So restaking means you stake something, and then the stake token is restaked to secure other systems. But what we have achieved is something even nicer. It's called multi-staking. That means you have one Bitcoin, you can use it to simultaneously secure multiple proof-of-stake systems, so that you don't have to take two steps. You only need to take one step. And everything is native, trustless, and self-custodial. You don't have to trust the restaking platform. So multi-staking is the property that allows Bitcoin to be staked and secure the upstream world. Okay, so what does Bitcoin staking bring to the Cosmos ecosystem? First is Bitcoin security. Very high security in an order of like billions or even $1 trillion security at a cost of lower inflation, because Bitcoin holders, they currently do not have any reliable way of generating yield. So as long as the Cosmos chains can provide some yield to them, they'll be very happy, okay? That means in order to introduce Bitcoin as your security, the cost you pay from an inflation perspective is actually lower than staking only using your native token. So by adopting Bitcoin staking, the inflation pressure of the Cosmos chain tokens will be much, much less. And the next is Bitcoin liquidity. So So once Bitcoin is staked, it is possible to generate liquid staking tokens on top of the staked Bitcoin so that the liquid token can be injected to the Cosmos ecosystem to create massive liquidity. And finally, Bitcoin users. As we all know, Bitcoin users are quite a distinct community compared to all other like DeFi, Ethereum ecosystem users. So those users are currently sitting there idle, not doing anything. So by introducing Bitcoin staking and Bitcoin in general to the Cosmos ecosystem will become the first mover in activating all the Bitcoin holders. And yeah, very importantly, with all these benefits, something very important is not touched at all. The sovereignty. The sovereignty of the Cosmos chains are not compromised because of Bitcoin staking. Because Bitcoin staking acts as one layer above on top of the existing consensus. So it does not touch the governance, does not touch the existing consensus. So sovereignty, which is very important and precious, is preserved with Bitcoin staking. Okay, enough talking. Let's show some real-world numbers. So Babylon launched its phase 1 mainnet last month, and we so far achieved the following numbers. In terms of Bitcoin security and Bitcoin staked, we achieved almost $1.5 billion of Bitcoin staked. In terms of liquidity, we have 10 plus liquid staking token projects built on top of Babylon, and the combined liquidity they can provide right now is more than 1 billion. And also, the number of Bitcoin users we have attracted so far is about 25K plus, and we achieved 2 million visits of our website. Okay. Among these numbers, you may find this 25K not very impressive. Okay? But a small reminder is that those stakers each staked up to $30 million in one transaction. And more importantly, all the numbers you see here are achieved within 75 minutes. Yeah, so last year, people questioned about whether Bitcoin holders are willing to take a leap of faith and join the Cosmos ecosystem or any other ecosystem. And Babylon proved that, yes, they are. Okay? So, in order to integrate with Bitcoin staking, yeah, how much effort it takes? So the answer is less than 2 hours for a experienced Cosmos engineer. As long as you have the standard tech stack, Commit BFT, Cosmos SDK, and Cosmos Wasm, to build a chain that integrates with Bitcoin staking only takes less than 2 hours. So it's super easy to do the integration. Okay. So the demand is there. From the Bitcoin side, and we believe Cosmos ecosystem will be the ideal ecosystem for Bitcoin holders to take their first step. So Bitcoin Renaissance, I believe Cosmos will play the central role of it. So Bitcoin staking, catalyzing Bitcoin Renaissance, and Cosmos is at the center of it. Thank you very much.